Royal reveal. Princess Leonor's engagement ring mystery finally solved. Crown. The grand halls of Zarzuela Palace shimmered under the soft golden light. Cameras flashed. The press whispered. And there, stepping gracefully before the world, Princess Leonor extended her hand, revealing something that no one expected to see. A ring. Simple, elegant, but filled with meaning far deeper than any jewel could hold. The world gasped. The question exploded instantly: who gave it to her? What does it mean? And why now? For months, speculation has swirled around the young Spanish princess. As the heir to the throne and symbol of Spain's next generation of royalty, every movement, every word, every subtle gesture from Leonor carries weight. But this was different. Because that ring wasn't just an accessory. It was a message. A secret long kept, now quietly revealed. Insiders close to the royal family have confirmed what many suspected but few dared to believe. The ring, seen on Leonor's right hand during a formal event in Madrid, isn't just another piece from the royal collection. It holds personal value, a gift with a story that intertwines love, loyalty, and legacy. And it all leads back to one name: Prince Christian of Denmark. When the first images appeared online, the internet erupted. Analysts zoomed in, fans compared old photos, and jewelry experts started speculating. The band was simple, but distinct, a delicate gold setting, adorned with a small sapphire, framed by two subtle diamonds. A design unlike anything Leonor had worn before. For those familiar with royal symbolism, the sapphire carries a long history, representing loyalty, sincerity, and truth. Qualities that define not just monarchy, but something more personal. Then came the turning point. A Danish journalist, covering the royal household in Copenhagen, quietly noted that the design matched a well-known jeweler favored by the Danish royal family, the same jeweler who has crafted personal pieces for Crown Princess Mary and Prince Christian himself. Coincidence? Perhaps not. As more details surfaced, the mystery deepened. Royal watchers recalled Leonor's recent private trip to Denmark, officially described as a cultural visit. But according to several insiders, her stay extended longer than publicly announced. During those quiet days away from the cameras, she attended a private dinner hosted by Queen Mary, and Prince Christian was there. The atmosphere, as one attendee described, was warm, light-hearted, and filled with youthful energy. What truly caught attention, however, was a quiet exchange at the end of the evening. A small, velvet box, discreetly passed under the table, witnessed by only a handful of trusted aides. No one spoke of it then. But weeks later, the world saw it on Leonor's hand. If this was indeed a gift from Christian, the symbolism is profound. In royal circles, such a gesture is never taken lightly. An exchange of jewelry, especially rings, represents something deeply personal, a promise, a connection, and a statement of intention. And for heirs of two of Europe's oldest monarchies, it also signals something bigger, a bridge between nations, quietly built through emotion rather than diplomacy. Yet, with every revelation comes royal tension. In Madrid, Queen Letizia reportedly reacted with mixed emotions, proud of her daughter's maturity, but wary of the consequences of public speculation. She knows how quickly affection can become a global headline, and how swiftly the media can twist tenderness into scandal. King Felipe, as always, remained composed, but those close to the family say he has reminded Leonor of balance, that duty must guide every decision. Meanwhile in Copenhagen, whispers spread through Amalienborg Palace. Queen Mary and Crown Prince Frederik, though discreet, are said to have discussed the matter privately. Christian, still navigating the line between youth and royal responsibility, reportedly assured his family that it was a simple, personal gesture. But the world doesn't see simplicity when it comes to royals, it sees meaning. And that meaning has ignited a firestorm of fascination. Across Europe, tabloids have published countless theories. Is it a promise ring? A pre-engagement token? Or simply a symbol of deep friendship? The Spanish press leans toward romance, Danish outlets emphasize diplomacy. But the truth, as insiders insist, lies somewhere in between. Leonor's relationship with Christian has always been layered with complexity. They grew up in similar worlds, surrounded by ceremony, expectations, and the weight of future crowns. Both heirs apparent, both symbols of modern monarchy in an evolving Europe. Their friendship, reportedly born during joint family gatherings and shared royal events, evolved naturally. What began as formal courtesy blossomed into genuine connection, two young hearts understanding one another in a way few others could. The ring, then, becomes more than an ornament. It's a quiet symbol of that shared understanding. A reminder that behind the crowns and titles, there are human emotions, unspoken, but deeply felt. And yet, the timing of its appearance is striking. Just as Leonor prepares to complete her military training and step into a more visible royal role, the ring surfaces, signaling perhaps not just personal affection, but confidence. Independence. A message that she is stepping into womanhood on her own terms, with grace and strength. Those close to her describe her as focused, calm, and deeply aware of the storm around her. She's been trained for this, to stand firm amid whispers, to speak when necessary, and to let silence carry its own power. When reporters asked her about the ring during her latest engagement, she smiled softly and replied, "Some things are personal, and that's what makes them special." It was elegant, controlled, but to anyone listening closely, it said everything. For weeks, jewelers, historians, and royal experts have analyzed every detail. One Spanish jeweler noted that the craftsmanship carries subtle hallmarks, initials delicately engraved on the inside of the band. While no official confirmation has been given, some believe they represent intertwined letters, N, L, and A, C. Neither palace has commented, and that silence, as always, speaks volumes. What's fascinating is how this single object has redefined the narrative around Europe's youngest royals. For the first time, the story isn't about protocol or politics, it's about something genuine, almost poetic. A shared history quietly being written in gold and sapphire. Still, the royal families know the dangers of public fascination. Every ring, every gesture, every photograph becomes a headline. Which is why, according to sources, both households have agreed to maintain discretion, allowing Leonor and Christian to continue their friendship privately, shielded from unnecessary pressure. Yet, one question remains: why choose now? Some believe the timing was deliberate. That Leonor, approaching a new phase in her royal life, wanted to assert control over her own story. To show the world that she is more than a princess in waiting, she is a woman capable of emotion, strength, and choice. Others suggest it was simply organic, a small moment between two young people that accidentally became symbolic. Regardless of intention, the impact is undeniable. Across Spain and Denmark, young people see in Leonor and Christian something rarely visible in monarchy: authenticity. They represent a new generation unafraid to show humanity within heritage. And perhaps that's the true meaning of the ring. Not a secret engagement, not a scandal, but a sign that royalty is evolving, that even the heirs to thrones can embrace emotion without losing dignity. That love, in its purest form, can coexist with duty. As the mystery settles, one truth shines brighter than the sapphire itself: this story isn't about jewels or titles. It's about connection. Two lives intertwined across borders, traditions, and expectations. A reminder that behind every royal headline lies a beating heart, longing not for perfection, but for understanding. And maybe, just maybe, this ring is more than a mystery solved. It's a beginning, a symbol of two worlds uniting quietly, not through ceremony, but through something far rarer in the world of crowns and cameras: sincerity. As Princess Leonor continues to rise as Spain's future queen, and Prince Christian steps closer to his destiny in Denmark, the ring will remain, a silent testament to a moment shared, a bond formed, and a story still unfolding. For in the end, the most powerful symbols of royalty are not found in crowns, but in the quiet gestures that speak the language of the heart.